Okay, so let's go back to the question about the characterization of the characters and how they are progressively becoming different and isolated from the others. So we said that at the beginning you were lost because the two waiters were not precisely mentioned, and so you've got the notion of one waiter, no introductory sentence, a pronoun with no clear antecedent. So you get lost, and the two waiters seems to be you can mix the two, or you can change one or the other. It seems to make no difference at the beginning. So this idea of interchangeability of the two waiters may be to show that the message is universal and can be adapted to different persons. So we'll see more about the message. Right, and then progressively, what is interesting is that progressively you've got some few details to differentiate the two waiters. So here, line 36, you've got a reference to the age of the waiter. Here, the younger waiter. Then you can also differentiate them through the words they are using, through the tone they are using, and through the way they are behaving towards the old man. And it's starting here with the younger waiter, who is extremely rude to the old man. And all along this dialogue, you've got an opposition which is rising between a waiter who is sarcastic, who is criticizing the old man, and who seems to have no empathy at all towards the old man, whereas you've got there is the other waiter who has empathy, sympathy towards this man, whereas the other is mainly aggressive, violent in his words towards the old man. So you start to identify who is who from the younger waiter and from this dialogue. And if you look at the second page, the reader can understand another difference between the two waiters. You've got this sentence: the waiter who was in a hurry came over. And then, in contrast, you've got the unhurried waiter asked. So a contrast of age, then a contrast in terms of type of life. The same with the waiter with the wife. So a difference when they oppose their private life. And progressively, the older waiter seems to merge into the old man. And this is what is happening at the end, because when the younger waiter leaves the bar, you are left with the barman and the waiter. Here, no information about the waiter, but you know that the younger waiter, the waiter with the wife, the waiter who was in a hurry, it's the same as the younger waiter. So who is left is the older waiter who has no wife and who is not in a hurry. So you are left with the barman and the older waiter, and the older waiter is sitting at the bar and is drinking and asking the barman to serve him a drink. So it seems that the older waiter is starting to merge into the old man, because you've got the similar scene at the beginning and at the end with a man sitting in a bar drinking. So the two waiters, the old waiters and the old man merge into a single character because it seems that the three characters represent the circle of life. So you've got the younger waiter, then the older waiter, and then the old man. And this process symbolizes the process of aging, the progression of age, and this transition from being young and social to the notion of aging and feeling lonely. So this is the beginning of the interpretation of the short story that you can find through the analysis of how the characters are characterized and how you can differentiate or not the characters. So this is it for the beginning. So what I advise you to do now is to highlight, to read the short story again, because you're going to understand more things now with, I hope, this video. And I want you to use different colors to highlight how the characters are presented, and to also highlight the beginning and to really understand how the short story starts. Okay, so I hope it's clear, and so see you next time for the rest of the analysis, so the next question you have to do. Bye-bye!